Hello and welcome to M10S Melee Walkthrough. If you haven't seen my videos before, this is not a full-on guide, it is a melee walkthrough. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to go over every single detail of the fight, just what you have to think about if you're a melee. Let's get it going. Make sure this one doesn't go too long. I am going to have to use another perspective because at one point you're going to get one of two debuffs, and what you do is going to be completely different. So I do have footage of both of those. But we're going to go through this whole clear vid before we do that. So Hot Impact is just a tank buster. It's kind of a rough fight for melee. Alright, so we're going to pause here. There we go. So he's going to start targeting 4 people with these lines. Now, the easy way to think about it is he actually gives you a debuff. Okay, so I see I'm 3rd in line. And where you go is going to depend on which number you are, 1 through 4. If you have a 1, you're going to go right here. Okay, if you have a 2, you're going to go right here. If you have a 3, you're going to go in front of 1. And if you have a 4, you're going to be right here. This color is kind of weird, okay? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. See it play out. She's going to go to 1. Going to go to 2. Going to go to 3, which is me. Once you get hit, move immediately. I'm going to move to 4. Super easy. Then he's going to put a circle on everybody. And you see, if you're melee 1, you're going to be right here. This is going to be a weird fight. Maybe blue. 1, you're going to be right here tucked into this corner. Okay, if you're 2, you're going to be relative south of that. And that's it. Once the circles go off, move and tuck yourself into the new corner. Tank is going to pull it slightly out, and we're just going to stack right here. There's going to be a cone of safety, just move into the cone, and there's going to be 3 party stacks that leave puddles. So 1, move out, 2, move out, and 3, move out. And then just hit the boss. A lot of this fight is actually not bad at all. In fact, the fight isn't bad at all. It's kind of an unusual fight because of all the aerial denial, but honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot more crazy than it is. Alright, we switched to Deep Blue. He's going to create a wave on a random side, and then he's going to show us what he's going to do. So, you see these circles. There's 8 of them. That means we're going to have to do a full spread when the wave comes out. If there were 2 orbs, then it would be light party stacks. If you're melee, if you're in light group 1, you're going to be a little bit more to the left. If you're in light group 2, a little bit more to the right. So we can see he's over here way on the left, right? So he's going to do like a line that way. So light party 1 is going to be in this lane. Light party 2 is going to be in this lane. Stack or spread, depending on what he did. This is a spread. And the spread is not that big. And spread, not that big. Go to the boss, and now you need to go to your clock spots, boss relative. So, clock spot for melee 2 is here, melee 1 is here. He's going to do a cast. It's going to be either reverse alley-oop or alley-oop backflip or something like that. This is going to be a cone. He's going to do a cone on you, and then if it's reverse, don't move, because you're safe. If it's the other one, if it's alley-oop backflip or whatever, then you're going to move because he's going to do the same one twice. Since it's reverse, we just don't move after the first hit. And don't move, and you're good. Deep Impact targets the farthest player from him. The tank is going to take it. So as long as you're a little bit inside the hitbox, you should be fine. Diver's Dares and AoE, it doesn't hurt yet because there's only one of them. Once both of them are out, both of them will cast them together and that'll hurt. Both of them are now out. Just hit the boss a little bit. they're going to become untargetable after this cast. And then just like normal mode, just move away from the line in the middle. So far not bad, right? There's a lot of downtime in this fight. It's very annoying. Alright. If you are melee 1, you're going to hit the blue guy. If you're melee 2, you're going to hit the red guy. And you're going to follow them because they're going to go to opposite corners. Okay. Bosses are going to do a few of these. This is similar to normal mode, except they have 3 different attacks that they can do. So if you look at this surfboard, it's going horizontal. You know, it's aiming to the side. That means they're going to do a cone, which is a party stack. It's going to hit the closest person to it with a cone party stack. So I'll try and pause it right when it comes out. Oh, there it is. So we aim the cone away from the middle so we don't hit the other group. And the fire dude's going to leave fire behind. Okay. This is going to be a tank buster because it's pointing up. So it's going to tank buster the closest person to it. Watch where the tank is standing. You may or may not be able to hit the boss in melee range. My tank did a really good job of giving me space. And then this one is pointing down, which is going to be spread cones. Your spot is going to be let me change the color. This is going to be melee spots, no matter which one you are. Then there's going to be tank, and then it's going to be healer, and that's going to be ranged. And we're going to be trying to spread and point this away from the group all at once. So as the melee, you're on the left as you face the wall. This is a sideways one, so it's a cone. Face it away from the other group. And that's the mechanic. You just got to look at where the surfboard is pointing and adjust accordingly. Diver's Dare is a AoE. It hurts now because both of them cast it. So it's twice the amount of damage. Okay. Fire snaking, or water snaking, is the first real wall of the fight. So this is where they're going to give you a debuff, and depending on the debuff that you get, you're going to do completely different things. Basically, if you have a fire debuff, go with the fire guy. If you have a water debuff, go with the water guy. And I will show... I'm going to finish this whole pull, and then at the end, I'll show the other one. Oh, also, very important. If you're group 2, stand all the way close to B. If you're group 1, stand on the other side. Because what's going to happen is he's going to target... they're going to target a person, and everyone around that person is going to get the same debuff as them. So we want to have a light party with each debuff to make it work. So if everyone's in the middle, it all gets scrambled and it becomes very difficult. But if you're all on one side, then you all get the same debuff. So you might get fire, you might get water, but your light party will have the same assignment. Cast goes out. Okay, and this is the fire debuff. Okay, so I'm going to stay with the fire dude for this whole mechanic. I think fire is a little bit harder than water because I think water is really easy. Not that fire is hard, but here we are. Okay, so we get circles, and we're going to put them right in the middle of this wall. Okay, melee is going to be here, and then we got ranged, we got tank, and we got healer. But you just need to worry about melee spot right there. So this is going to drop fire. And once the fire drops, just go right toward the middle. That way you don't get hit by the water. There's going to be a tank buster, just get away from the tank. And then the water dude, just like in normal mode, has these arrows, right? So the water dude is going to go here and going to make a huge cone. And we're going to stay on the fire side because we're fire. So it's going to be, we're going to have to spread here. So it's going to be tank, melee, I believe it's healer and ranged, but you're going to be here as melee. Fire dude always spreads. My tank does an amazing job of giving me melee uptime here. We drop our fire puddle and move. Okay. Now hot aerial is going to target only the fire dudes, the people with the fire debuff, and he's gonna jump on whoever the farthest player is. The order is going to be tank, healer, melee, ranged. So my tank is going to move. In this one, he moves north because it's opposite where we just dropped the puddle. So the tank is going to go up here and drop. I'm doing this in Party Finder. Let's see. I believe the Hector guide has the tank going opposite where we just dropped the puddles. However, in Party Finder, I've seen it done two ways. Some people will go true north. So just watch your tank, and you're going to swap with wherever your tank goes. So as melee, we can react to that. So my tank dude is going to go north. You can see my tank dude here. He's going to get hit. As soon as he gets hit, I'm going to go swap with him. He gets hit. Now I go north. Jumps on the healer south. I'm now the farthest, so it jumps on me. And you see all of this, whoops. You see all of this water on the ground, and it's going that way. That means a knockback is happening. At this point, hit your knockback resist just for safety. And a second ago, I saw... Try and have the peace of mind to see where this guy is, because he's going to go down here, and if you get hit, you're going to die. And our tank died. Okay, after that, whoever the tank is should have should be able to point where the cone is going to go for the fire dude. Do your best. It's kind of hard to see. But if the tank is on the other side, the cone should be on the other side of the tank, if that makes sense. Basically, you're gonna see this cone of safety. You're gonna see this cone of safety, and you're just gonna stand right here. Okay, be close to the fire dude, because the water dude is gonna target the farthest player with the tank buster. And that's fire. We will go over water later. Water's even easier than fire. Okay. Next is going to be... we're going to do a strat called Parallel for this. What's going to happen is we're going to put both healers in the bubble. And the bubble is the center. And we're going to do... Do I get targeted? I do. Okay. So, two healers are trapped in this bubble, right? Someone's going to get a fire, and someone's going to get a water thing above their head. The bosses are going to dash to them. The respective fire and water bosses are going to dash to them in a line. The fire needs to go through the middle to do damage to the bubble. The water needs to not hit the middle, because it will give it a vuln down, which means it takes less damage. So we're doing a strat called Parallel. Basically, whoever has fire is going to go to A or C opposite the boss. So the fire is going to go about here, and he's going to go to him, and the fire is actually going to clip this puddle. And then me as water, I'm going to go right here, because we have to stretch our tether or we die. And after that first one, where it's A into the side or C into the side, then the lines are just going to go north and south repeatedly, which makes this mechanic very easy. So as water, I'm just going to stretch my tether right here, and then water is just going to go back and forth every time. So I stretch my tether, and then I go to the other side. Now it's easy. Okay, let's see the tether stretch a little bit. There we go. So to demonstrate this a little bit, fire tethers going north-south. Okay, water tether is going north-south. And we just repeat this until the mechanic's over. Okay, the rest of the group can be on the east side, unless you're targeted by the dash. Okay, so what I do is I max melee, hitting the orb, and then I know that the bosses, they both went that way, so I just kind of go a little bit this way until I know if I have a thing on my head. That way I don't have to travel that far. I don't, so I go back to east side. Okay, the bosses just went over there, so I'm just gonna go over here in case I get a thing on my head. I do, I get a fire. Okay, so since I have fire, I'm always gonna go to either A or C, whichever one stretches, so I just go to C. And I repeat. I don't think you can have 2 in a row. At least I've never had 2 in a row, unless someone's dead. And you just repeat. And you this is a little bit of a damage check. You have like a second after all of the dashes to kill the boss. Now, if everyone's alive, you should be able to hold your 2-minute cooldowns until the bosses come back, because the orb doesn't matter. What matters is the boss's HP. So there was a 2-minute window in the middle of that orb phase that we just held on to. So now that the bosses are targetable again, we pop our potion, we pop our 2 minutes. Somebody dies to damage there. This is a little bit of a sloppy pull. I make a mistake later on in this pull, just because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and here is probably the hardest mechanic in the fight, arena split. So, as a melee 2, I'm going to be on this side. I'm going to be on this side. Melee 1 will be on this side. 2, 1. Just hit whatever boss you can. Okay. Everyone's going to get a circle, and the melee is always going to be on the southern side in the corner that you're closest to. And you're always going to be on top. So the healer's going to be in the corner, you're going to be on top. Just drop your puddle there to take it out of the way. Okay. Now, this is where I made a mistake. This is the hard this is the hard side, the fire side. So the water dude is over there, and he, if you look over on here, is doing an alley-oop, which is a cone into a move. He's not doing a reverse. I was not paying attention. I did not look at the cast bar. Where you want to be is you want to be hitting this boss in line with the edge of his hitbox there. Okay, and the tank should be in line with the edge of hitbox there. That way, in case it is a reverse, if it's a reverse, the cones will go out, and we can go directly middle and dodge. Okay, and you won't get hit. If it is an alley-oop, then the safe spot's going to be over here. Okay, and it might be on this footage. We'll see. Because I wasn't paying attention, I just like, it's a 50-50 chance I'm going to pretend it's reverse. And I go to the wrong spot. Okay, so it goes out. Now, it's reverse alley-oop. It's not reverse. It's alley-oop double flip. You see this, I'm horrible at, there's like a free spot here that didn't get hit. I should have gone there. Okay? Instead, I just, because I wasn't paying attention. Oh wait. I did do it right. Is this the right video? Is this my clear? This is not the clear. This is a wipe. Okay. Let's talk about it. We're gonna have to find another the clear video somewhere. It's somewhere in my folders. But anyway, let's do that again. I did look at in this poll. So we go to the safe spot. Now, go to the safe spot first so you don't get hit. Don't worry about these circles yet. Dodge the waves, and then move out of these circles. Okay? And then, with your healer buddy in your corner, we're just gonna take this this circle off to the side close to the wall. Then there's going to be a knockback. Again, you can see the waves kind of moving this way. You can hit your knockback resist now. It's going to be a knockback into a light party stack on the healer. So you can hit your knockback resist. And then you would take your light party stack. But this is a wipe, so we die. Okay? And that's the mechanic. Let's find the right video now. Hold on. Where is it? Not this one? Oh, it is not that one. Is it this one? Hold on, we're gonna skip ahead. Yeah, it's this one. All right, so let's reverse this. Let's find the party split, and we'll go over the water split again. We're almost there, right? Okay, so here we're back. Hopefully this is the right footage. So we just dropped our thing in the corner. And we are in line with the edge of the boss's hitbox. Okay? Yeah, so I messed that up. But we dropped this on the side. And it's okay, all I got was a damage down. We use knockback resist here. Into a light party. And mitigate this. Yeah, I think this is the clear video. We're almost there. We got like one major mechanic left. So, extreme water snaking or fire snaking. This is the same as the other one. So, group 2 needs to be over here. Group 1 needs to be over here. Just like before. You're going to get a debuff. The debuff you get is going to be random. And you're going to go to whichever boss matches your color. So we got red, so we're sticking with red. Now what's going to happen here is we need to cleanse our debuff. You cleanse your debuff by getting hit by the opposite one. But you have to do it one at a time because if 2 go off at once, you're going to die. So the healer's going to go first, then us, the melee, then the ranged. And at some point, the tank is going to get a tank buster, and that's when they do it. So there's a little bit of randomness going on, but basically, us as melee, because we're going second, we need to just think in our heads, when does the melee cleanse? When does the healer cleanse? Because we go after the healer. So we can see here, this is a party stack. So the healer's going to get hit by this, so this will cleanse the healer. Okay. So we do this just like the other one. Healer gets cleansed, and when they cleanse, big explosion. Boom, there it is. So we know the healer just cleansed, so we can now move to the other side. Okay, so now we just go to the water and we look at them. And we can see this is going down, so that is a spread. And this will cleanse me. Boom, and then I explode. And then here's the random part. This is going up, so it is a tank switch. Now, if the tank switches, you can still switch because you're not going to get hit. But so right now it's the range. Ranged is next in line, even though the tank is going to switch. So the range can switch too because they're not going to get hit by this. So keep that in mind. Like, if it's your turn to switch, but then it's Tank Buster, that's okay. You can still switch. Because the tank is going to get hit, not you. Continue on. So, Tank Buster. And then the last one is going to be a switch. Now, little word of warning. These explosions are huge. So whoever gets cleansed here, the circle is going to be big, and whoever's cleansed here, the circle is going to be big. So if you're too close to the other group, you might get clipped. So after this goes off, try and think to go away from the other group. Then move. You see there's some overlap like around here. So if you move a little bit, you might die. Divestairs and AoE. We have one more mechanic, but it's like a nothing. It's a super easy mechanic. Get some time to cleave the bosses. Now from here, you gotta go to your clocks. So the boss is doing an alley-oop or a reverse alley-oop. Remember, just like the same, the reverses don't move, the alley-oop is move. We're gonna go to our clock positions because we also have a circle underneath us that we're gonna drop. So just go all the way out to your clocks. And then because we're moving, everyone moves clockwise to the left. Then you're gonna go in. And there's gonna be, I believe it's 3 puddles. You're just gonna stack on the helo, go clockwise. 3? Yeah, it's just 3. And that's the fight. You're just gonna get some raid wides, and you're gonna kill the boss. We didn't even limit break. That's the fight. There's a lot to remember with this fight. Let me show you the water side. So I showed you fire side. I have it labeled here somewhere. M10S water point of view. Here we go. Let's get to wherever that is. Alright. Oh, not the water snaking. Okay, so here it is. So I should get... So even though we are closer to the fire dude, because we're at 2, we can get either debuff. So you have to look at your debuff. Okay, we get the blue debuff, so we gotta switch to the blue guy. So we just go over there. He's gonna teleport to a corner, and we're gonna follow him. And as the melee, we are gonna tuck ourselves as close to the corner as we can, and the range is gonna be close to us. This would be flipped if you went to the other corner. We go to the spread spot closest to the corner. Wait for the cone, and then it doesn't matter if it's a reverse or not, you're always gonna go right to the side of him, right here, and that'll dodge both. He's gonna do some casts, but we don't care yet. You go to the center, and just like in the other one, he's gonna point to a side. So he's gonna go here and do a huge cone. We need to look here. There's 4 orbs, and there's 4 water people. So the water people need to spread. Okay. If there was just one big orb, then we would stack in the safe spot of this big cone. Same as the fire side, melee is going to be second in line. And there's the spread. Okay. Follow the water dude, and then watch the wave. Water dude is going to go away and go in the wave. Where is he? Okay. The water dude, you can even see it before that. See that big orb right here? That means it's going to be a party stack. If it was 4 orbs, it'd be spread. So he's going to do the wave, and then we need to party stack with our healer. So we saw that he's going to go center here, because he's like right there. And we can see my healer right here. Just stand on top of your healer. Some groups will knockback immune, some groups will ride the wave. You have time to stack afterwards, whether you do or not. And there's the stack. You have a second to move. And just like the other one, I died there. But it's okay. You guys get the idea. That's the fight. There's a lot to remember, but I don't think the fight is hard. It's just a matter of like everyone doing their job. It's one of those fights where, because so much is area denial, if one person messes up, it could just screw everybody else up. But that's Savage. Everyone needs to do their job in just about every Savage fight. You can't really carry. If this was helpful to you, let me know below. If it wasn't helpful to you, I don't know why you're still here. Have a good one.